Step 2, brainstorm. Okay, that's another great tool, your brain. We're going to answer a lot of core terms by answering a few specific questions. These questions are here. What is the average customer looking for? You know, obviously when you look at your content, what are they looking for? Okay. For example, if I'm doing car parts, okay, is the customer looking for specific car parts? To me, these are the questions I would ask. Are they looking for replacement car parts? I don't know. I'll write down replacement car parts. Are they looking for classic car parts, foreign car parts, auto parts stores? I don't know, but I'm going to write all those down because that's popping in my head. You see what I'm saying? And what are the visitors trying to accomplish? Okay, here's another one. Example, now, are they looking for repair work? If I'm using, okay, I'm a car parts dealer, right? If they're looking for repair work, are they looking for upgrades? Are they looking to compare prices? You get the idea, okay? Write those down. Write them down. Write them down. Who cares if you're going to use them or not? Okay, and find similar words. There's another really cool resource, guys. Thesaurus.com. Here's the website right there. You go to thesaurus.com, and basically you put in any of the keywords you've already thought about at this point and start seeing similar words, okay? And for example here, if I'm doing car parts, Thesaurus came up with, and what I did is I put car, search, did parts, search. You don't want to do car parts because it's a thesaurus. It's one word at a time, obviously. Okay, so here car parts turn into auto supplies, automobile accessories, and stuff like that. So now I'm starting to build my core words in different phrases people might use. So that's very powerful right there too. So again, write it down. Okay. And then what related categories can I find in search directories? This is really cool. This is actually one of the neatest things I like to use out there because it really helps you out. And it's yahoo.com. Let's go ahead and pop out to yahoo.com real quick. We're going to get into all this stuff here too. But if we go to yahoo.com, and Google has it too, but I think Yahoo's a little more in depth about it. And what I mean by that is here, for the search phrase here, I'm going to type in car parts, okay? And one thing is cool, you get a bunch of ideas right here. If you just scroll down here, it'll come up with some ideas. But even better than that, we're going to go ahead and just search car parts. Okay. And Yahoo's going to come up with a bunch of stuff dealing with car parts, right? But if you look here at the top, also here at the bottom, same thing. And you go to here where it says more, it says see more suggestions like this. And this is cool, man. Now, Yahoo is telling me, based off of car parts, these are some of the other terms people have searched for dealing with car parts. You know, you get discount autos, truck accessories, car parts for specific brands. Here's the Chevy, replacement parts. And so these are all ideas that I can start putting down on my spreadsheet saying, oh, okay, you know, these are more words that I haven't thought about. And the other side too, check that out. You got custom, classic, you got more, you know, Ford, Honda car parts, aftermarket car parts. You get the idea. But it's just helping you develop more ideas to put into your spreadsheet. So I really like that concept with Yahoo right there. I like that. And again, Google has it too, but it just, I don't see it as in depth, I guess. It gives you many options, but it does give you other options. You know, check them both out. See, you know, play them both. So that's what we did. We typed in car parts, and again, write everything down. And what terminology describes the problems I solve? Okay. What I mean by that is, like, if I'm trying to solve your, you know, if you're trying to buy car parts from me, what terminology, what kind of words am I going to use to describe how I can solve, you know, whether it's going to be discounted prices or aftermarket price, you know, those are kind of terminologies that would describe what I'm doing to help narrow your problems to be solved if what you're looking for. Okay, and what words are you using to help solve the problems that the searcher's looking for, you know? So brainstorm those ideas, write them down. What solutions do you provide? Are you, you know, for me, my solution I would provide in this example is I provide you with car parts, car accessories, repairs, whatever it is. So I'll write every one of those words down that I provide. Okay, here's an example right here. If the problem is you have a crappy windshield wipers and they keep breaking down, you need some good windshield wipers that are going to last. The solution can be, and I would write down, would be durable windshield wipers or long-lasting windshield wipers. Now these are more long-tailed keywords, and we'll get into that. But the idea starts to brainstorm that you can go deeper and deeper off the core term car parts. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Now you're starting to narrow it down a little bit. And we don't really want to get too deep at this point. We're still looking at broad words, but just might spark some more ideas for you. Okay, another good thing to do, check out your competitors' websites, check out their articles, their videos, see what they're doing, see what keywords they're using, and then see how well the competitors answer the same exact questions we just walked through, okay? You know, do a mental question, okay, what are they trying to solve? You know, all the same questions you asked yourself, how are they answering it? And 9 times out of 10, they may not be even optimizing for the word, but some of them out there are really good. They know what they're doing. So they may have answered those questions with different core words that you didn't even think of. Okay, they may have answered those with a whole different frame of mind with the same kind of idea. Write those down. If you can discover them on their website, write it down. Or discover on whatever kind of marketing they're doing, write them down. So I think that's a pretty smart way. You kind of using competition to help you in a way. All right, step 4. Now, after you've got your nice base of core terms and stuff like that, now we get into the keyword research, because now you have a broader spectrum of words to plug in there. You know, most times people will go into a keyword research tool and they'll type in car parts and then they'll just take the suggestions and run with it. Well, you know, not all keyword research tools are really all that good, especially if you're doing the free market research tools. And they're not going to cover all the broad spectrum. They're not going to cover the similar words, the plurals, the adjectives. You know, we'll get into that too. I don't want to get too far ahead. But so here we go. And like I said, common mistakes people generally do with these tools. And again, because these tools are free, at least the ones I'm going to show you for now, use multiple tools to get a wide range of data, because they're all based off of different things. They're based off a couple things. Some research tools are based off of meta searches. Others are based off of statistics or whatever. So they may not correlate the same. Like if you put in car parts, it may give you a result to saying, oh, okay, this word is searched 20,000 times this month. And if you go into another keyword research tool, it may say it's only searched 10,000 times in a month. And you may be looking at it like, well, that's a big difference. But generally, you'll see that both keyword tools will rank their words the same. So if car parts is generally first on the first keyword tool, regardless of the number, I use the number just kind of as an idea. I don't put any like real value behind that number right now. Generally, the other key tool will rank car parts higher than the words that they come up with off that word. And we'll show you that too. So just keep in mind, it's more of a relative search, not so much as an accurate search. So now we can use core terms we discovered in the previous 3 steps, plugged into keyword research. And so I put down a couple good, there's not many out there, guys, I know that. But these are a couple of good ones that I've been using and I've been training my team with. Keyword discovery, it's free. There's free keyword. It's this word tracker's version of the keyword tool. It's free. And then another thing is AdWords from Google.com. It's a great source to use. It's free. You just have to log in with a Google account. Those are free. So before we go on to the traffic calculators, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the. I got these right here. So here we go. This is right here is the keyword discovery. This right here is Word Tracker's free suggestion tool. It's their free version Word Tracker. And then here's Google. So we'll go one by one. So back to the keyword discovery. So we know that car parts is one of the words I wanted to use. Okay, so and without going into now what you would do here at this point here, guys, is for every keyword you have come up with, not keyword so much, but every core term you've come up with at this point, you're going to plug them in one at a time. And take all the results and copy them out and paste them in. And so here, this is just one result, for example. But there's, don't forget you got automobile accessories you're going to put in there. You got, every other core term you figured out up to this point goes into this keyword box. Okay, so we'll search car parts, and you're going to find it's going to probably come up with a lot of the same things, but it's not going to come up with everything you came up with, and that's what's key right there. So you got to give it a little bit of time. It's going out there right now, grabbing the search information. It's going to bring it back. So car parts, okay, so there you go, 17,000. That's obviously a pretty broad term. But you got used car parts, parts car, vintage car parts. You got ideas from here. And then, so I would basically, what I do is I would like to take this, highlight all this stuff here, up to where I don't want to get too low. Like if you get, I don't really have a cutoff point. You'll get it as the more you do this, you'll figure out like somewhere when it gets too low, you know that it's just not. It's not a good enough keyword to optimize for, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So right click, copy, and then I paste it into a spreadsheet. Just paste it all in there, okay? And then again, after you're done with that, you go ahead, you're going to put in automobile accessories and do the same thing. But we're going to do this for side-by-side comparison for this example. Now here's keyword research, or word tracker. So we're going to put car parts again here, and since I want to be professional about it, we don't want any offensive keywords.